presented by Northwell, who believes when we raise health, we raise everyone. Northwell, raise health.
We probably speak on average of about 3 times a day.
It's more than I speak to my wife.
Don't let her know that.
Love for Weather kick-started my decades-long relationship with my good buddy Jim Witt. His passion for science, in particular forecasting, launched the careers of dozens, some of who work at the U.S. Weather Bureau in computer modeling and even NASA. But before we take a look at the future, Jim and I could take a long trip down memory lane.
You asked me, how did you do this? How do you make a program like this? So we talked about it, and you said, I'd love to do this in New York City.
You offered me lesson plans to start, and then I came back and had to figure out how I was going to do this in a way that would make sense to my principal, the school, and we turned it into something special, mimicking your program, but doing it our way as well in the Bronx. And thanks to you, my whole life changed.
Jim and I could reminisce for days, but what you want to know is how to prepare for this winter. We're halfway through December, but bundle up for the end of the month.
I see it being cooler by the end of the month by 3 or 4 degrees.
What do you see for snowfall in December?
Actually, I see a little above normal in snowfall. Isn't that crazy, G? I see about 3 inches above normal for New York City.
And that's just the start of it.
I think January is going to be like the mother lode of the winter.
Jim forecasts January's average temperature will dip well below the norm, 5 degrees below the normal, which puts us in the upper 20s, lower 30s here. And above normal snowfall for New York City. As for February,
I see it like 1 or 2 degrees colder than normal, but still colder.
Snowfall?
Snowfall, maybe about 3 inches above normal.
And if you cringe at the cold, look forward to March.
March is going to be a quick end to the winter.
Yes, it's going to be quite warm.
Expect temperatures 5 degrees above average and snowfall to be 3 inches below average. Jim took his weather wisdom and put it toward the other passion, helping children. His Hope for Youth Foundation releases yearly calendars full of his forecasts, with every single penny going to children in need.
How much money have you collected over the years?
About $6.5 million.
Thousands of calendars sold help grant more than a dozen scholarships and gives money to over 40 organizations and counting.
What would you say your greatest legacy is, besides finding me?
Yeah, that was it, Herb. You took away my thunder.
Always fun to see you two together, Jay.
You know, I got to share this with you. You know, Jim has been doing this for 60 years. When I first started in this business, you had a 3-day forecast, then you had a 5, a 7-day, a 10. Now you have a 14. Now you have a seasonal outlook. Wow. Yeah. Then you have national weather doing the winter forecast. He's ahead of his time. His secret sauce is so complicated, I couldn't even get into it. But I really follow him. I think he's onto something. Obviously, it's long range, so you want to be better than the flip of a coin. But to see someone's life so passionate, involved, and for him to allow me into it, what a gift.